Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 greatest playmakers in football history. You know, those players who seem to see the game differently, like they've got an extra pair of eyes. The ones who make the impossible look routine. These maestros have dazzled us with their vision, creativity, and ability to control the game. They're the architects of those magical moments, the ones who carve open defenses with a single pass, threading the needle with pinpoint accuracy. So, buckle up and join us as we celebrate the careers of these true icons of the beautiful game. Well, where else could we start but with this little magician? Lionel Messi, the name itself, is synonymous with magic on the pitch. He's not just a goal scorer, but a creator extraordinaire. His vision is almost superhuman, spotting passes that others wouldn't even dream of. The ball seems glued to his left foot as he dances past defenders, leaving them bamboozled. But it's not all about individual brilliance. Messi's passing range is simply phenomenal. Whether it's a delicate chip over the defense or a laser-guided through ball, he consistently unlocks defenses with surgical precision. He's provided more assists than anyone could count, turning ordinary players into goal scorers with a single touch. And the trophies, well, they speak for themselves, a true testament to his ability to elevate those around him, to turn a good team into a legendary one. Love him or hate him, you can't deny his place in the pantheon of footballing greats. He's a joy to watch, a true artist with the ball at his feet. From one Argentine legend to another, we come to Diego Maradona, a player who transcended the sport, becoming a cultural icon. He was pure box office, capable of moments of sheer genius that left fans speechless. Who can forget the goal of the century against England, a mazy run where he dribbled past half the team? But Maradona was more than just individual brilliance. He had this incredible ability to drag his team to victory, inspiring those around him with his sheer force of personality and unwavering belief. He could pick out a pass with the outside of his left foot that would leave defenders for dead, putting his teammates clean through on goal. Maradona's time at Napoli, leading them to their first ever Serie A title, cemented his legendary status. He wasn't just a footballer, he was a symbol of hope, a true icon. Elegance personified? That was Zinedine Zidane. He moved with the grace of a ballet dancer, gliding across the pitch with the ball seemingly glued to his feet. He had this aura about him, a calmness under pressure that was almost unnerving. You just knew whenever he got the ball at his feet, something special was about to happen. His control was exceptional, his first touch out of this world, but it was his vision and passing range that really set him apart. He could pick out a teammate with pinpoint accuracy, whether it was a delicate chip over the defense or a raking crossfield pass. And who can forget that volley in the Champions League final? Pure poetry in motion. Zidane was a true artist, a joy to watch. He proved his tactical genius as a manager, further cementing his place in football history. Zidane's legacy as a true maestro of the game will never be forgotten. Chapter 4. The Total Footballer, Johan Cruyff. Johan Cruyff wasn't just a footballer, he was a revolutionary. He changed the way the game was played, influencing generations to come. He was the embodiment of total football, a philosophy where every player was comfortable in any position. Cruyff himself was the ultimate exponent of this, gliding effortlessly between attack and midfield, dictating play with his vision and intelligence. His technique was sublime, his dribbling skills mesmerizing. He invented moves that other players could only dream of, like the iconic Cruyff turn, which still leaves defenders bamboozled to this day, but it was his footballing brain that truly set him apart. He saw the game differently, anticipating play before it happened, and his impact on the sport, both as a player and a manager, is immeasurable. Cruyff's legacy lives on, not just in the trophies he won, but in the countless players and coaches he inspired. Chapter 5. The Silent Architect, Andrés Iniesta. Andrés Iniesta, the quiet genius of Spanish football. He might not have been the most flamboyant player, but his influence on the game was undeniable. He had this uncanny ability to find space, even in the most congested midfield battles. It was like he had eyes in the back of his head, always one step ahead of the opposition. His passing was a thing of beauty, always finding a teammate with laser-like precision. But it wasn't just about keeping possession. Iniesta could unlock defenses with a single pass, creating countless scoring opportunities for his teammates, and who can forget that goal in the World Cup final? A moment of pure ecstasy for Spain, a nation captivated by his brilliance. Iniesta was the ultimate team player, a true magician with the ball at his feet. Chapter 6, the puppet master, Xavi Hernandez. Xavi Hernandez, the metronome of Barcelona and Spain's golden generation. He was the conductor of the orchestra, dictating the tempo of the game with his unparalleled passing accuracy. His passing was like a GPS system, always finding its target with pinpoint accuracy. He could pick out a teammate in a crowded penalty area with ease, or switch the play with a raking 40-yard pass. Xavi was the master of controlling the game, keeping possession and frustrating the opposition with his intelligent movement and quick passing. He was the brain of the team, always thinking 2 steps ahead. His understanding with Iniesta was telepathic, the two of them weaving intricate passing patterns that left opponents chasing shadows. Xavi's influence on those around him was immense, a true leader on the pitch who inspired his teammates to greatness. Michel Platini, the French maestro who graced the 1980s with his sublime skills. He was a player who could do it all: score goals, create chances, and dictate the tempo of the game. He possessed a wand of a left foot, capable of unleashing thunderous free kicks and threading defense-splitting passes. Platini was a true leader on the pitch, inspiring his teammates with his vision and creativity. His performances for France in the 1984 European Championship were the stuff of legend, leading them to victory on home soil. He was the tournament's top scorer and was voted the best player, a testament to his dominance. Platini's ability to influence games was remarkable. He could change the course of a match with a moment of individual brilliance or a perfectly weighted pass. He was a true icon of French football, and his legacy as one of the greatest playmakers of all time is secure. Chapter 8. The smiling assassin Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho, the man who brought joy to football. He played with a smile on his face, and his infectious enthusiasm was impossible to resist. He was a magician with the ball at his feet, capable of pulling off tricks and flicks that left defenders bewildered. His dribbling skills were mesmerizing, his control out of this world, but Ronaldinho wasn't all about showmanship. He was a supremely gifted footballer, with an eye for a pass and a knack for scoring spectacular goals. His no-look passes became legendary, catching defenders off guard and creating countless scoring opportunities. He was a true entertainer, a player who reminded us all why we love the beautiful game. Ronaldinho's time at Barcelona was pure magic, a period where he enchanted fans around the world with his unique brand of football. He was a true one-off, a player who will forever be remembered for his joy, his flair, and his incredible talent. Chapter 9, the eighth king of Rome, Francesco Totti. Francesco Totti, a one-club man, a legend in the Italian capital. He dedicated his entire career to Roma, becoming a symbol of the city's passion and loyalty. He was a supremely gifted playmaker with an eye for the killer pass. Totti possessed incredible vision, always able to pick out a teammate with a perfectly weighted pass. He was the heartbeat of the Roma team for over 2 decades, pulling the strings from midfield and leading by example. His chipped finishes became his trademark, a delicate touch that epitomized his elegance on the pitch. Totti's connection with the fans was special, a bond built on mutual respect and admiration. He could have played for any club in the world, but he chose to stay loyal to his beloved Roma. He was a true icon, a player who transcended football to become a symbol of the city itself. Chapter 10, the Croatian maestro, Luka Modric. Luka Modric, the diminutive midfielder who defied expectations to become one of the greatest playmakers of his generation. He's a player who might not grab the headlines, but his influence on the game is undeniable. His vision is exceptional, always seeming to have an extra second on the ball to pick out the perfect pass. Whether it's a defense-splitting through ball or a perfectly weighted cross, Modric makes it look effortless. But he's not just a passer. Modric's work rate is phenomenal, covering every blade of grass and breaking up opposition attacks. He's the engine room of Real Madrid and Croatia, driving his teams forward with his energy and determination. His performances in the 2018 World Cup, where he led Croatia to the final, were simply sensational. He was awarded the Golden Ball, a fitting recognition of his brilliance. Modric is a true modern great, a complete midfielder who has won it all. So there you have it, our list of the top 10 greatest playmakers in football history. From the magical dribbling of Messi to the visionary passing of Xavi, these players have illuminated the beautiful game with their creativity and skill. Did we miss anyone? Let us know in the comments below. The beauty of football is that it's a sport for everyone, and there will always be debates about the greatest players of all time. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more football content. Until next time, keep the beautiful game alive.